Good morning, all. This is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 30th of January. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Okay, we've got, we've saw a bit of a retracement yesterday, not quite 50%, but a decent one. We could be forming a flag. This could be an A, B, C. Equally, there is a possibility that what we're looking at here is an A, B, C. A, B, C, and we could go down further, but I don't think that's likely here, not unless we get some really bad earnings. I think we're probably going to head straight up, and we will see how that goes. We do have lightly bearish stats for the next 2 days. We've got today and tomorrow, we've got very, very mildly bearish, but the thing to mention is, of course, next week, we start off strongly bullish. Monday and Tuesday and Thursday are significantly bullish days, particularly Monday, which is 81% bullish on SPX historically. All right, so let's have a look at, at the moment, we're just deciding at the week together whether we're going to get above it. My personal feeling is we're going to break over it and go higher. NQ, this is a potential level top, which I'm wary about, but I think as long as we can convert the monthly pivot back to support, although today and tomorrow are the last days for the monthly pivot, of course. But we could see a double top here. It's not a bad one. We don't really have any negative divergence. I'm liking the upside here. RTY should be heading back up into this high. This didn't see the strong retracement of the others, of course. We could set up a double top there, but I doubt it. 60-minute buy signal has now pretty much made the full target. YM has gone higher, has made the minimum double bottom target, but we have slightly more upside we should be doing, which is we haven't retested the all-time high quite yet. DAX is going higher. ESTX has now retested, done a full retest of the prior high. We've got a potential little level top here. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. On Dia, this looks like a bull flag forming on the Qs. Leaning towards the upside as well. We did have a buy signal here, but obviously that made the possible near miss target, and I called it. On SPX, there's really no negative divergence to speak of here. So my lean is that we head higher. We're likely to make, I think, where we should see another retest of the all-time high on 6128.18, although that is not a firm target. On Qs, we do have a firm target there. We had a flag target up. We could, of course, do an A, B, C, but I'm leaning towards this heading up directly. Dia has pretty much made that target already. We've got the little double bottom here. That's already made the double bottom target, but we haven't quite made it up to 450.08. We only made it up to 449.74. We should do the full amount. Let's have a look at IWM. IWM, this has been pretty weak, but this looks like a bull flag forming. This double top, which we had form and broke down with a target in about the 224 area, hasn't really done a lot of progress and looks like a bull flag. We could have a little more while this little bull flag forms, but I think probably leaning higher. On DAX, this is a moonshot, as you can see looking at the monthly chart. We've really over the last year we've just left all the longer term trend lines behind, and I think we've got a pattern really coming from the 2020 low. I'm going to be doing more work on that on Nikkei. It's been weak. Struggling to hold the daily middle band and leaning towards not probably retesting 42.4 on the next move. We've got earnings this week, of course, which are likely to be big. They've not affected anything negatively so far. My lean is they probably won't. All right. DX. DX, we've got a head and shoulders, which is broken down here with a target in the 105.10 area, and my lean is that we're probably going to make it down there. But if we get over this right shoulder high, which I've got in the 108.35 area, then that would invalidate this head and shoulders and lean towards a retest of this high. ZB, this is a nice looking flag. Could go a bit higher here, but I am wondering about a turn. I do have a trend line on TNX, a support trend line on TNX that is more or less matching this resistance trend line on ZB. We could make a move for that. CL, we have this little head and shoulders here which made target, and we've got another little head and shoulders here which has formed and broken down. That's broken down with a target just over 65. I've got it about 65.1 area, and we could be heading down towards that. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But we did have a little sell signal on the daily RSI 5. That's already made target. NG, we've got a head and shoulders which is broken down with a target in the 2.85 area. Not seeing anything really suggesting we're not going to make that. We had a little rally while we had a 60-minute buy signal. That's now made target, and we are in a seasonal headwind. And you would normally be making some kind of a low in the February to April period, and I'm thinking we may well be heading towards that. So I'm quite liking the downside here. This monthly pivot support is only going to be support until the end of tomorrow, so it's weakened a lot already. All right, GC has now made the retest of the all-time high, which is great. SI broke up from the little bull flag megaphone that I've been looking at. We've made the minimum target and a retest of this high here at 32. Yeah. Right, we made the little target at the retest of this high here at 32. I'm quite liking a move up into the 35 area if it's got the juice for it. HG, we failed this head and shoulders. We got a target back up at a retest of this high already, but we've also got a bull flag I drew in a couple of days ago. We're pretty close to that flag resistance. Break up from that, and that would give us a second target at a retest of this high in the 4.47 area. All right. KC. KC is heading higher at the moment. I've got a daily RSI 14 sell signal fixed there. It's looking as though it might be failing soon. We've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed, and that hasn't failed yet just, but go much higher and we probably will fail it. SB, obvious next target is this possible inverted head and shoulder neckline, which is up in about the 19.95 area. Leaning towards it reaching that. CC, weak 60-minute sell signal has now reached the full target. We've got a little level top here, which we're starting to break down from. If we do a significant break below the monthly pivot at 11.59, this would have a target down here at about the 10.550 area. Looking at ZW, ZW is trying to get up towards the next main resistance, which is up here in the 569 area, and that's a possible inverted head and shoulder resistance. It is possible this was the right shoulder, and we've already formed that, and we're starting to break up from that. On corn, nice looking potential level top here, having rejected from the initial level top. We've got a very, very weak 60-minute buy signal brewing. Sell signal brewing. I'm not really seeing that making target. Soy, nice looking double top, hasn't failed yet. Actually, it's a head and shoulders, and resistance is up in about the 106.3 and change area. So if we can break up over that, then that's rejection. But at the moment, this is still valid, and it's got a target down in about the 10.15 area. Looking at cotton, we've got lower lows. This could be a double bottom here. We do have some support for a rally on the daily chart, but not much enthusiasm from cotton so far. Lumber, I'm thinking this might be an overall bull flag, in which case we might be heading back up into flag resistance, currently in about the 608 area. On live cattle, has gone higher, retracing a bit. 60-minute sell signal hasn't quite failed yet, but it's come very, very close. And lean hogs, continuing higher, probably going to head up into the retest of this high here, up in the 93.5 area. All right, let's have a quick look at questions, of which we have none. Okay, on a yes, there are options here. We've got a couple of little short-term patterns. We could see a weekday today, but I got to say, on the balance probability and looking at the RTH charts and looking at the signal setup here, I'm leaning towards this heading higher here. It's I'm liking the upside on ES. I'm liking the upside on NQ. YM has almost made it up to the target here, and I think probably will. RTY, I'm having doubts as to whether that's going to retest the high, but we will see. No real signals worth the mention today. Pretty neutral to very slightly bearish tape for today and tomorrow. On Monday, that switches over to very bullish for a couple of days, and for Thursday next week. So we shall see. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap, guys. And I will catch you again tomorrow morning.